There is no vaccine against stupidity. What you can't imagine, you can't discover. Failure is success in progress. In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. Coincidence is God's way of remaining anonymous. Creativity is intelligence having fun.
We are slowed down sound and light waves, a walking bundle of frequencies tuned into the cosmos. We are souls dressed up in sacred biochemical garments, and our bodies are the instruments through which our souls play their music. Weak people revenge. Strong people forgive. Intelligent people ignore. The difference between stupidity and genius is that genius has its limits. The only thing more dangerous than ignorance is arrogance. Everybody is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. The world will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but by those who watch them without doing anything. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. Don't listen to the person who has the answers, listen to the person who has the questions. Knowledge is realizing that the street is one way, wisdom is looking in both directions anyway. Everything that exists in your life does so because of two things: something you did or something you didn't do. Information is not knowledge. The only source of knowledge is experience. You need experience to gain wisdom. The more I study science, the more I believe in God. Insanity: doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Knowledge and ego are directly related. The less knowledge, the greater the ego. God did not create evil. Just as darkness is the absence of light, evil is the absence of God. Just because you believe in something does not mean that it is true. A ship is always safe at the shore, but that is not what it is built for. Don't wait for miracles. Your whole life is a miracle. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. If one day you have to choose between the world and love, remember this: if you choose the world, you'll be left without love. But if you choose love, with it you will conquer the world. Genius is making complex ideas simple, not making simple ideas complex. Success comes from curiosity, concentration, perseverance, and self-criticism. Everyone knew it was impossible, until a fool who didn't know came along and did it. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or objects. Thinking is hard work, that's why so few do it. There comes a point in your life when you need to stop reading other people's books and write your own. Men marry women with the hope they will never change. Women marry men with the hope they will change. Invariably they are both disappointed. Logic can take you from point A to point B. Imagination can take you wherever you want. Great spirits have always encountered opposition from mediocre minds. The mediocre mind is incapable of understanding the man who refuses to bow blindly to conventional prejudices and chooses instead to express his opinions courageously and honestly. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. Persistence is the most powerful force on earth. It can move mountains. Never underestimate your own ignorance. Most people see what is, and never see what can be. The state is made for man, not man for the state. That is to say, the state should be our servant and not we its slaves. A human being is a part of the whole called by us universe, a part limited in time and space. He experiences himself, his thoughts and feeling as something separated from the rest, a kind of optical delusion of his consciousness. This delusion is a kind of prison for us, restricting us to our personal desires and to affection for a few persons nearest to us. Our task must be to free ourselves from this prison by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature in its beauty. Three great forces rule the world: stupidity, fear, and greed. We cannot get to where we dream of being tomorrow unless we change our thinking today. Blind belief in authority is the greatest enemy of truth. The most valuable thing a teacher can impart to children is not knowledge and understanding for se but a longing for knowledge and understanding, and an appreciation for intellectual values, whether they be artistic, scientific, or moral. It is the supreme art of the teacher to awaken joy in creative expression and knowledge. Most teachers waste their time by asking questions that are intended to discover what a pupil does not know, whereas the true art of questioning is to discover what the pupil does know or is capable of knowing. A clever person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it. Experience is knowledge. All the rest is information.